Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Yes, another month has come and gone. We are through the first quarter of 2021. Can you believe it? I can't. So this is what I colored during the month of March 2021. And boy, I tell you, as I was getting the books together, it actually was, yeah, a lot more than what I figured I colored. So the first one is Stained Glass Nautical Designs by Sachin Sachdeva. This is one of his newest coloring books. And I colored the seahorses. I thought they were so cute. And I love the colors in it. Turned out adorbs. Then, of course, had to color out of Belba Family's newest books. This one is the Secret Patterns, and I will be posting these on Instagram. I promise. I am so bad at that. But this will be going for the color along all year that me and Shelly from the Stitching Colorist is hosting. And it is called Belba All Year 2021. And you know me and patterns, so I did this one with my ink onyx. And this one with the Arteza ink onyx. And I love how they turned out, so I definitely want to color some more out of here. Put that on the side. Then they also came out with Wow Africa. So I colored the first one. And I had a great suggestion. This again was with my ink onyx. The elephants and trees down here kind of got lost. And I had a suggestion from a subscriber to color these in solid. And I thought, that's an excellent idea. So I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to color those solid. I think the pattern along the bottom and the rest of it is fine doing the X method. But yeah, these kind of got lost in there. So I'm going to put this on the side also and do that. Spiroglyphics, Harry Potter. So Thomas Pavett came out with a new Spiroglyphics book. And I did the first picture, which of course is Harry Potter himself. And I did that with the Divical Dual Metallic. So it's with black and has red in it. So I like how that turned out. Then Cross Stitch Style. This is by Alice Mills Publishing. Love, love, love these books. I think there's 5 of them out now, and I have them all. I did this one with my water-based Ohuhu dual tip markers. Now, if they're water-based, you can go from front to back because it's not going to bleed onto here. However, just as a tip, if you are coloring in these kind of books with alcohol markers, you may want to start from the back and work your way forward because, of course, the alcohol markers are going to bleed through onto this page, and then it's real hard to see the key and what the pattern should look like when it's completed. So I did do one with alcohol markers, and it is this one. And I did that with my Shuttle Art alcohol markers. That's the thinner alcohol markers. I did a swatching video with those, and I love them in this book. So both water-based and alcohol-based markers work great on the shiny paper. I had some questions about that, and I didn't have a problem whatsoever with either one. They both worked really good on this paper. Then, Out of Easter by Sachin Sachdeva. This is another color by number book. And I did that cutie pie. I thought he was so cute. And the picture that I started on camera in a color and chat was out of this Disney book, one of Hatchet Heroes. Now, I'm not sure, is this the very first tomb, or what does that stand for, book? Is this number one? Because I haven't done flips of them all because I'm waiting till they all come in. So I have quite a stack over here. And I have all the other ones, but I don't see a number one. So is this number one? For those of you that collect these, let me know in the comments below. I did finish Lady and the Tramp. Not happy with it because if you watch the color and chat, I picked the wrong colors in here. The one color should have been much, much lighter. But overall, I still like how it turned out. This is all white, except for him in here. That was a real pale, pale, pale gray. So, but yeah, she, I guess, ended up looking okay. Just the ears didn't. But I did get it finished. I always outline all the black. It's always number one. The black is, and I always take now my black glitter gel pen, and I do the outlining with my black glitter gel pen. So, yep, did manage to get it done. I was putting it off for a long time because I just wasn't happy with it, but it's like, I gotta get this finished. This is Circulism Art Books. This one is The Forest by Eclipse. These books are so cool. Another one I started in a color and chat, and this is with my Ohuhu alcohol markers. A spider. I hate spiders, but he's so nice and colorful. And I love the bright green and yellow around. So even though it's a spider, he turned out pretty cute. Don't you like the bright blue eyes? Okay. 50 Nighttime Mandalas by Camelia Angelkova. I did this as my very first buddy color. And we did this one. And it was right around St. Patrick's Day. So I colored it in St. Patrick's Day colors. And I did this with the Color It gel pens. Glitter gel pen. So all different shades of green and then yellow as the background. I always like using a light color, a lot of times yellow, for the background color to fill in. Then another one I started as a color and chat out of Geometric Patterns by my favorite, David Hinken Jr. This is out of volume 13. And I colored this one, some of it on camera, and then I finished it off camera. And this again was with my Divical Dual Metallics. Love, love, love how that turned out. So pretty. You can see how using the gel pens in here makes the pages curl because they're actually water-based medium. So yeah, it does make the pages curl up. Another one we started on camera as a color and chat was out of Quirkle. This is the Cats book, also by Thomas Pavett. And I did manage to finish it. And did this with the Tombow markers. And even though, and I screwed it up on camera, some of these blues, some of the dark blues were supposed to be light. The thing that screws me up on these Quirkles is you would think number 1 would be the lightest up to number 5 being the darkest. Quirkles does it in the opposite way. Number 5 is the lightest and number 1 is the darkest, and it screws me up. But I did have a suggestion again from a subscriber to do the lightest first. So that's what I'm going to do next time. I'm going to do the number 5s first. And that may help me out and kind of go backwards. And yeah, I think that will definitely help me out. But I think it still turned out adorable. This is one of those humongo books. Geometric patterns. This is another one. This was from last week's Color and Chat that I started on camera. And this is again with my Divical Dual Metallics. And it turned out so pretty. When I first started it and just kind of threw some colors together, I'm like, okay. But it does go to show that you can throw any colors together and it's still going to turn out awesome. So yeah, same with mandalas. You can put any colors together and it's going to end up looking really nice. And this is kind of proof of that. So I had a lot of fun with that. Okay, when I really want to de-stress, I've had a long day with babysitting the grandkids. This is by Kira Shersneva. This was one of her very, very first books, and it's when she was still on Etsy. She contacted me, sent me the PDF, and I had it spiral bound at Office Max, and I completely finished it. Well, then she came out with printed books on Amazon and quit her Etsy shop. So she did send me the book form, and I'm like, I love this book so much, I am going to color the whole thing again. So I did a lot in this book this past month. These are all done again with my Divical Dual Metallics. I think I only have like 6 pictures left in here to do. They're just so cool, so much fun, and so easy to do. So I will have a completed book. I think this is one of my 10 that I wanted to get finished in 2021. I have to go back through and look at that list. So I thought I did more than that. Okay. The other ones I must have done last month. So yeah, I think I only have like 6 more to do. So I would think I should maybe get this done this next month. Maybe not. Because there's so many other books I want to color in. This one. This one is Princesses. I looked in the back and there was one picture that, just really caught my eye because it was stained glass looking. This one. And so I knew there was going to be a lot of black outlining to do. And let me tell you, because of the way these books are done, you know, they have lines through, even though it's all colored one color, they'll still, you know, it doesn't make sense, does it? So I did actually screw up in a couple of places, but with all the black lines colored in with, again, my glitter gel pens, it was actually very easy to then color in with my markers. Ta-da! I am so proud of this picture. And a little while ago, I had swatched out the 160 set of the ZSCM dual tip water base markers that come in their own really nice case and everything. And I used those. So yeah, I thought this turned out awesome. This is one book though. This and another book that I'm going to be showing probably next week, where I have to look at the picture in the back to truly determine what some of these colors should be, because you only have these little squares. And while they're pretty good at, you know, being able to figure them out, sometimes it's difficult. So by looking at the finished picture in the back, it really helps you determine what color they're looking for. So right up here, I point out my mistake. But you can see I started coloring in the black here, and I wasn't supposed to. So yeah, some of these super fine details and stuff like these, the roof, oh, those were a bugger to do, this whole roof. And again, hard to follow where the black lines were supposed to go. But overall, I think it turned out great. I did not have a pink that should have matched this because it was looking for a little bit of a deeper pink. I didn't have one, so this is the closest I had. But yes, I think it turned out awesome, and I'm very, very happy with it. Also, Disney. This is one of the Pixel books that they have out. This one is Love Stories, and I did do it with the X method, and it was a thicker tipped marker rather than a fine liner. Again, another great awesome tip from a subscriber. Instead of using fine liners, to use a bigger tipped marker, but still, you know, a finer point. So I used my Staedtler Color dual tip. That's one of my larger sets. And yeah, I think it turned out great. And then I also, I thought I did another one. Oh yeah, these are double-sided. So I did this from Ann's, and again with my Staedtler Color dual tip. So yeah, I think they work great in these Disney Pixel books. So I'm going to try it in some of the other ones I have, because I must have, like, I don't know. Let me glance over there. I must have, oh gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know, maybe 7 of these books. So I do want to try some more out using that X method. All right, unique geometric patterns and optical illusions to color. Now, some of these pictures will drive people's eyes batty, so I tried to pick a one that wouldn't be too bad. So I colored this one. Now, this is one picture that as I was going through my coloring book collection, I couldn't believe the number of whips that I had. I do not like having whips, but I could not find a red that would match this. So I thought, okay, I had gotten up to this point from before. So then I thought, well, let's go from this point and do the opposite colors, because this is the red that doesn't really match that. But I thought if going in the opposite colors, it wouldn't, or opposite areas, does that make any sense? It wouldn't matter quite so much. And then for the circles, I wanted to go with a total different color scheme, so I went with the orange and pink. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I also didn't have a purple that matched really well with the red, so kind of came out like that. But again, with doing opposites, I think it turned out okay. Kind of hard to see, isn't it? I didn't even realize that. There you go, with the lights up on top here. It was hard to see, wasn't it? And that was with both Sargent Art glitter gel pens and then my Divical Dual Metallic. A newer one not her newest, but from Kira Shersneva, Mandala Mosaics, yay, color by number. So I did outline this again with my silver glitter gel pen, and did this one with my alcohol shuttle art markers. And again, those are the thinner tipped, thinner barreled alcohol markers, not the big ones. And I thought it turned out so cute. So yeah, I do have a couple of additional ones that I already have outlined. So they just need to be colored in. So I think I'm going to put this one on the side also, so I can color that in. Then Sachin Sachdeva's wife, Prachi Dewan Sachdeva, came out with an Easter book. This one is Easter Patterns, color by number. And I did this one. Thought it turned out adorable. And this, again, was with my shuttle art alcohol markers. Then Carl, oh my gosh, I always forget his last name. Carl Hunt sent me the 2 Dot Picks books that he put out. One is cats, one is dogs. These are extremely detailed. Does definitely need fine liners to do, but you pick out the color. Most of them you can, color in one color or different colors if you want. Does tell you how to color these, kind of some helpful hints. I did the very first one, and yes, this took me quite a while to do. When you get into the darker areas, the white is actually the part that you have to color around, whereas in the whiter areas, you're actually coloring the circles in like we're used to. These, you have to color around the white areas, so those take a little bit more to do, like this nose. I actually was going to color the eyes green and the nose pink in the mouth. I was halfway through the eye before I realized it was the eye. And it's like, ah, shoot. So I just did it all as one color. But my next one, either the cat one or maybe one in the dog one, I may try doing that. And I didn't write down what fine liners I did this with, but I think it turned out absolutely adorable. And yes, this took a while to get completed. I did not complete it all in one sitting. I did go to a couple other pictures and kind of came back to it, but oh, it was so much fun. Had a blast with that. Then, out of a ton of my newer one-color books, I colored up a storm. This is from Dots, Lines, and Spirals, the Kittens book. These are all by Jennifer Rowling under Bright Ideas Paper Publishing Company. And this is one book that is printed backwards, but I was not going to send it back. It's okay. And I did that cutie again with my Divical Dual Metallics. Isn't that adorable? It just amazes me by coloring lines in the beautiful pictures you can make. And there's actually quite a bit of detail in this one. So yeah, I love how that one turned out. And then, along the same lines, Dots, Lines, and Spirals, this is 25 most popular dog breeds. And I did that one. Isn't it cute? Yes. Again, Divical Dual Metallics. All my one-color books are pretty much always going to be done with my Divical Dual Metallics because, again, the company sent me all of their old stock before they came out with their new brand. And so, yeah, I have a bunch of pens to use up. So I do realize not everybody can do this because it does take a couple of pens per picture. And so unless you have some very inexpensive gel pens, then normally you would not be able to do that with these pens. So this one is the Spiroglyphics Baby Animals. This book is so cute. So I did a few pictures in this. These are the spiral pictures of volume 1. So we got this really cute bunny. Look at that piggy. And then this cutie pie. I think it's a fox. Look at the baby monkey. I don't care what animal it is. When it's a baby animal, they're all adorable. We got the kitten. Well, the baby must be, what, a cougar maybe? And a baby giraffe. Is that all I did? Nope. Here we have, oh gosh, I'm not going to be able to show you this one. A baby kitten. So yeah, I did quite a few in here, and that's it. So I did 7 in the book. Can you tell I like it? Then we have One Color Volume 5. This one is Flowers and Birds. And I did the first one. Beautiful tulips. This I actually did, believe it or not, with alcohol markers. I did these with the Tau Tree alcohol markers, and those, again, like the shuttle art, are the thinner alcohol markers with the smaller chisel tip and the smaller bullet nib, and it worked beautifully in this book. Went much faster than with my gel pens. I still feel like I have more control over the gel pens. I had to be kind of careful coloring with the alcohol markers so that it didn't bleed outside the lines. But you do get used to how far away from the line you have to stay when you are coloring with alcohol markers. And these lines are thick enough. They're not super thin, so you don't, you can stay within the lines relatively easy. So I do love how that turned out. This is the only one I did that's not in glitter gel pen. There we have a beautiful rose. So yeah, I'm not sure what color I'll pick out for that. Then out of the One Color Volume 4, Dots and Lines, this is Beauty. And I did this one. Now this one, again, is with my Divical Dual Metallics. She turned out gorgeous. She actually looks like she has a lot of freckles, doesn't she? Lines, Spots, and Dots. This is 30 Best Characters of All Time. And I did WALL-E. That was such a cute, cute movie. Again, Divical Dual Metallic. It turned out so cute. Dots, Lines, Spirals. This is the Spiral book, and it is Celebrities Volume 1. Tells you how to do it. Did the first one, and I hate this. Some of the celebrities I do not know, and I don't know if it's because I don't watch those shows or have not seen the movies, but this one is actually, who was it now? I'm embarrassed. Arnie Hammer? Yeah, see, I don't know. Don't know him. So I apologize. I know there are some of you out there that are saying, you don't know who Arnie Hammer is? No, I don't. Then we have Dots, Lines, Spirals. This is Lines Celebrities, Volume 2. And I don't have this one marked, but I did Angelina Jolie. Again, Divinyl Dual Metallic. This is a recording. So yeah, these are really fun. Did him. And again, I did not recognize this person. Can't remember if this is the one that it's like, oh my gosh, I should have. No. Cristiano Ronaldo? Nope. Don't know him. And the next one, Daniel Craig. I don't know either. I'm so embarrassed. Again, I don't know if I haven't seen these movies, these shows, whatever they're in. This one looks interesting. I'm not sure who it's going to be, but... Then, Dots, Lines Coloring Book. This one is cartoon characters. And I did Woody. So, yeah, my favorite, The Lines book. One color cartoon characters. Again, lines. This one has Woody right on the cover. And yeah, that's the one I ended up coloring. I was trying to pick different cartoon characters between the previous book and this one, and they both ended up being Woody. So, yes, we still have a few more of the one color books. This one is Volume 3, Dots and Lines, Landscapes. Maybe I didn't color one out of this. I stuck it on the pile by accident. So I'll stick that one up there. One color Dots Around the World Part 2, and maybe I accidentally threw this one in too. Yeah, because I usually start out at the beginning. Maybe I didn't color in all of these. One color Dots Around the World, so I bet you I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. The Colosseum. Yay. Yeah. And then finally, last but not least, we have the Dots version from Dots, Lines, and Spirals. This is Celebrities Volume 3. And I did Will Smith. Now, in this particular book, and I did explain this in the flip-throughs of when I think I have giant haul of Lines, Dots, and Spirals books. I'm not sure. This one's a little bit different because you have a part 1 and a part 2. And they both have identical pictures, but this first part has more detail, so there are a lot more dots, whereas part 2 is much simpler to do because they do not have as many dots. So of course part 1 has more detail. They turn out a little bit better than part 2, but as you can see, he is very recognizable even there. So again, that's part 2 with less dots. Part 1 with more dots. So, interesting concept. I haven't seen this in any other Dots book. So there you have it. That is all that is all the books. Those are all the books. Let's get proper English here. All of the books that I have colored out of this month. So yeah, it ended up being quite a few books, considering too some of them were a little more detailed. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I colored this month. Oh, wait a minute. I was going to show you. I did not diamond paint much this month because I colored so much, but I did manage to get 2 of them done. This is one of them. Let me back out just a little bit. So this is one that I got done. It's a mandala that has a bunch of special drills on it. Isn't that pretty? I just love the colors. So yes, this is a 30 by 30. So this is going to go in my 12 by 12 scrape. Oh my gosh. Scrapbook. Then the other one I got done, I thought turned out stunning. This is a 30 by 40, and it is my dragonfly. And this is all rhinestones. No special drills, but all rhinestones. Oh, there are a couple special drills in here. Here's white ABs. And all through the wings, there are white ABs. And a couple of larger rhinestones. But isn't that gorgeous? So I am going to experiment around, and I have an idea of what I can do with the 30 by 40s. And if it works, I will be doing a video on it. So, okay, now I am done. And again, thank you for watching this video. Let me know if you do want to see the completed diamond paintings when I show you my completed coloring books. I know not everybody's into diamond paintings, so yeah, let me know. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend, especially it being Easter weekend. And as always, happy coloring and happy diamond painting. Bye, guys.